Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update on my vegetable garden. Well, it's been raining here like for a few days now. First we had drought, now it's like a raining season, seems like. Well, my mystery plant is still a mystery. I can't figure out what it is. I'm thinking it's some kind of pumpkin, but who knows. I put this cardboard here to kind of push the weeds down. And here are my vegetables that I grew so far. This first two rows are watermelons. But you can see the one on the right is doing better. I guess maybe these trees here are giving too much shade on these right here. Who knows, but they are the same kind of seeds. But somehow one is growing faster than the other, one side. I need to come here and with my hoe and get these weeds. The weeds are growing super fast, even though I already did this one time. I do have some fabric, landscaping for fabric. Maybe I will put it down here. So I use some cardboard here. On the next row here is squash and zucchini, I believe. And it's doing pretty good. And here I have 3 little tomatoes that I got from Walmart. These are cherry tomatoes. I finally found some for a decent price. They were $2.47. And it looks like there's some Sweet 100, and this one doesn't say what kind. So we'll see. And this one is already the red kind again, Sweet 100. And here are the cucumbers. I finally planted them, the ones that I grew from seed from Dollar Tree. And I'm glad I was trying to do it before it started raining, and I'm glad I did. They're doing fine now. Hopefully I'll get some cucumbers and tomatoes. Tomatoes are so expensive for the store right now. And here are my beans. It kind of look bushy here in the middle. And there's some over there. What else? I have this asparagus planted here, but it got so overgrown. See those ferns? That's asparagus. I planted that years ago from this bare root plants. But yeah, it got so overgrown. But we still able to pick some in the springtime. And here's my nasturtium that I planted from seed right there. And those are edible. You can eat the flowers and the leaves. They kind of taste like arugula. And if you have this kind of weed in your garden, that's edible too. It's like I call it sour grass. It's pretty good, tasty. Here's some more nasturtium right there, and sour grass. And, fig trees. Finally got some water. And here I have this huge blackberry bush. We used to have a whole row of them, but right now they're in this area. They're pretty invasive. So last time my husband was clearing this area, he went over them because there was no other way, really. And we had too many of them, and nobody was picking them. Bugs were eating them. Because they all come ripe at the same time, and nobody wanted to go in those bushes to pick them when they were so overgrown. So hopefully now we'll be able to harvest them better. My poor husband's working on this water line here. In the wintertime, this faucet cracked, frozen and cracked. So he's trying to redo this. Luckily, he's able to work on stuff like that. And here is my husk cherries. I picked the weeds out of them. And they're looking pretty good, except I'm not sure what's up with this. Someone probably eating it. But these I grew from seeds. And here's 4 peppers and some husk cherries. And here, in this half, I have 2 of more those cherry tomatoes. There's some arugula that just keeps coming back every year. And these raspberries, which was a big mistake putting them in the raised bed. They never reproduce any fruit. They just spread everywhere and destroying them. See, that other bed got destroyed by those raspberries. And they're spread over there to that bed too. They were originally only in one bed, but then they grew under the ground into this bed and that bed. So you don't plant raspberry in a raised bed. Plant it somewhere where you can contain it, where you can mow around it or something. And this bed, I still have the sweet peas. I still pick from them. They still have fruit, even though, you know, they don't like hot weather, but we have it cooled down with this rain, so they're still alright. And see right here, everything's kind of dirty from this rain. And strawberries, I don't know, there's one that has flowers, maybe I'll get one strawberry. I have a few strawberry plants that survived from last year. I think I'm giving up on growing strawberries, because I planted them so many times and never got much out of them. I just don't have a good luck. Maybe they're just not good in raised beds, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not doing strawberries anymore. But I said that before and then I planted them again. Here's some cucumbers I'm growing from seeds. They're looking good. It's 7 packets. They like to climb, so I put this thing in here for them. And my cuckoo melon that I grew from seeds is growing. I only see one. I threw a whole bunch of seeds in here. I only see one. But I'm happy with this one. Here's more husk cherries. And there's another one right there. And cilantro. There's a cucumber, tomato here somewhere, but you can't see it right now. Got smooshed by the other plants. Like a volunteer one. Here's nasturtium. And nasturtium kind of tastes like arugula to me. So you can add it to your salad, even the flowers. And here's my tomatoes. Oh, I need to get some stakes for them. I'm not sure how to stake them. I don't have nothing. I really don't want to spend more money on this, but I'll have to figure something out because they're getting too big. I can see this one's really leaning. But I'm glad I planted them before all this rain. So they're growing pretty good. I see some flowers on some. Oh look, there's one. This one already has a tomato on it. Pretty nice. And there's some peppers in here too. Pepper, pepper, pepper. Yeah, I see flowers on these. Oh, I need to figure out some kind of staking. I do have those old cages, but they keep falling. They don't have good legs. I actually came here to pick this up because I need this in my garden. I'm going to show you those bare root plants that I bought. Well, so far I only see 2 growing. I bought them on sale, like 50% off. Or even more than 50%, I think it was. And one peony is showing some sign of life. And this is dahlia and dahlia. And the other ones are still waiting, I guess, a miracle. So, yeah, I have all these trees here and there's like nothing growing under them because it's too much shade. So I was thinking eventually I'll make like a little beds around them and plant hostas and some shade-loving plants to make it look pretty. See, like I have some hostas growing under that tree right there. I don't have a nice border. I need to figure out some kind of border for it. But you know, plant some hostas around them. That'll be nice. So everything's covered in mud from this rain. Look at that pot. I had to put up my begonias under the roof over there because I didn't want them to get too much water. They're already soaking wet. Yeah, I'm waiting for this rain to stop, but I guess it's good because it was so dry for so long. Here's the zinnias that I'm growing from seeds. And this is dahlias I'm growing from bare root. And this one here, I don't know if my kids or dogs keep stepping over this and breaking them. This is why I brought these here. There's one right here. But there's one right here is trying to come up, but kids and animals are gonna, if they keep stepping on them, so I don't know, I'm gonna try to protect them with something to deter them from walking on top of them. Yeah, it's super wet and super muddy, but I guess the plants are liking it. Here's my hostas, and the elephant ear is growing. Look at that. And I have a lily blooming right there. My baskets are kind of looking sad from that water. And the rose is blooming. Yeah, it's a muddy mess. But I did plant a lot of things I had left to plant because the ground is soft. So I did take an opportunity to dig up some holes. I planted some impatiens and some lilies right here. There was one bigger lily, but I divided it into half, and one smaller one, so I planted by itself. And here's my hydrangea. It started blooming. I'm glad to see it pink because last year it just stayed green. And here's that eclipse. They all kind of got heavy and dirty from the rain. So those dahlias are coming up. They're planted from bare root. There's one. I think that is the other one. I got this frog from Hobby Lobby. There's one, and there's another one, and there's one, and there's another one. So I bought these on that sale. They were like $2 per bag. There was 2 in the bag. My gum-free I finally planted. My kids are throwing stuff everywhere. Yeah, these are begonias. That one was from Lowe's. So pretty. I pushed it towards the wall so they don't get all soaking wet. Same with these. These are from Walmart. I'm just really liking begonias this year because they just keep blooming non-stop. I'm growing these little guys here, but they're taking their time. And these guys, I'm growing from seeds. And here's this dahlia about to open up. The first one looks like it's gonna be pink. So pretty. And here's my begonia. That one is also from Walmart. Yeah, Walmart has some really nice begonias this year. And here's my shade garden. I finally planted these plants that I had to plant. That one and that one. And I put some mulch down. So I put like a topsoil first to give them a little bit of nutrients, and then I put mulch on top of that. And I added the solar lights. These are from Temu. I got them on this side too, right there. My water fountain is going. And then this fountain right there that I made from the fire pit, I put an electric one in there because that solar one, it was just not coming on because it's too shady here. So it's electric now, and I like it that way. These guys are blooming. That's the smoke and mirrors. And that one's so pretty. My hosta over there is blooming. I really like this fern. It's a ghost fern. In my teeny tiny basket. And I do have my hummingbird feeder hanging. I haven't seen many hummingbirds this year. And just beautiful coleus. And another one. See what I'm talking about? My fountain here. This one's solar, but it's like not going. It's too cloudy. Too shady here. See my little frog right there? It's quite pretty when it's on a sunny day. And this is a cold hardy hibiscus. Can't wait for it to start blooming. It comes back every year. And everything here looks kind of sad because it's wet. But look at these canna lilies. This one's about to bloom. It's exciting. And they sure got bigger. And the mint, I give it a trim. So now it's growing back. And these guys I still haven't planted, so I need to start digging some holes while the ground is wet. And I'll show you here what's new here. I planted those impatiens here and there. They all kind of look sad now because it's been raining. I got this new fountain from, Bird Bath from Hobby Lobby. They have their spring shop 50% off now. So that was $30 about. I replaced the other plastic one that I had in here. I think that looks nice. So here's my seed garden. So the only thing that's blooming now, it's this Black Eye Susan. It looks pretty. But to be honest, I'm not gonna do seeds no more this last year. Maybe only the ones that are gonna do really good this year. Maybe just some zinnia and Black Eye Susan. And maybe some cosmos. Because I spent so much money on the seeds and it's not worth it. I would have just be better off just buying plants. But sometimes you can buy plants for like $1 or $2. Like this impatiens, it was a case of 12 for 13 something, probably 13.90 something, right? So just a little over $1. And those packets I usually buy for $2, $2.50, and I put so many in here. I probably overall spent like probably $100 on seeds, and I don't see a $100 return. Which, this stuff is not blooming yet, but just looking around, I don't think. Well, first of all, it's not a good spot for it because it's not sunny enough here, but I don't know. To me, it's like it looks messy. I guess it's nice if you have like a meadow somewhere where you want some wildflowers, but no, I'm not doing this next year. I spent way too much money just for one website. I think I spent $50-some on seeds, and just the flowers that did bloom were like nothing like what was advertised. Like I'm not sure if I can show you here. I think it's done blooming. But it was like a paper flower, for example. On the picture, they had like nice big flowers. But this is what it was. The flower was super tiny. Teeny, teeny, tiny. And the same with this cosmos. Like, they were so, like, small and insignificant. I I don't know. I mean, it's still kind of early in the season, so maybe they'll still surprise me, but no, I'm not gonna spend much money on seeds next year. Flower seeds. The vegetable seeds usually I have pretty good luck with, but the flower seeds, it's just the quality of what you actually grow is not the same what you will get at the nursery, like the actual potted plant. It's not the same as advertised, and it's just, I guess if you are really good at it and you put it in the containers separately and put it under growing light and do all this work, but then it's not worth it if you can buy a plant for a little over $1 that's already blooming and beautiful and healthy. So, I mean, it was a good experiment, but, and I know some people are really good at growing from seed, but it's not me. Well, speaking of seeds, here's this bachelor button. See, this is where I thought it was weeds everywhere, and I pulled most of them out because I ordered some miniature bachelor buttons. But these are not miniature. They're big and tall, and they look so weedy. Look at them. I thought they would be like close to the ground and bigger flowers, but this looks just like weeds that grow everywhere from where I'm from, like in the fields. See, I actually pulled them out because I thought they were weeds. And I put in this pot just to see. And then the flowers open up, so that's why I knew, oh, that's a bachelor's button. But I don't want this in my garden. It looks like a weed. Yeah, I think I'm done growing seeds. I think I'm still kind of hopeful about this zinnias right here. Which I planted so many zinnias everywhere. And I only have like a little bit here and a little bit there. Yeah. See, like the bare root plants that you buy in the springtime, early spring, late winter, I think they are kind of worth it, but growing from seeds it's more difficult. Which I am quite disappointed that this peony I was growing here, my kids broke accidentally, and now, I mean, I had some nice leaves on this already. Now I have one little stick. Yeah, if you have kids and dogs, they will break your plants. But it's okay. What else is new in this wet garden? That little mushroom over there, that's from Hobby Lobby. My rose is done blooming. And I guess wind blew this off. That was in the packaging from that fountain. I want to keep it to make a arrangement later. It's like a foam, styrofoam. I think that'll be nice for making arrangements. Or maybe a Christmas little arrangement. I wanted to show you one more thing. Yeah, sorry for this box. It's always just unboxing all that stuff. This thing, okay, I grew from seed. I mean, look at it. It looks like a big old weed. That's what I'm saying. So this is supposed to be impatiens. And it did say impatiens on it. But this is impatient family. But it's not quite an impatient that I was hoping for. This is the blooms. So it does bloom. But it looks so terrible. Like a big old weed. I don't like it. So I'm probably just gonna pull it out. I don't know, I'll wait for it to bloom because this is my pot there. It has mandevilla, elephant ear. So I just want a little short impatiens around it, right? And this is what I got. My petunias are doing sad. See, I don't have a good luck with petunias. I don't know how people are blooming those huge bushy petunias. I think mine just don't get enough sun. But yeah, maybe I need to move in more sunny location. So that is my update in my garden progress. I'll show you my backyard in my next video. Bye.